Is there a software which simplifies my workflow and even improves the quality of my broadcast?
Hello and ahoy to a tutorial where we want to talk about efficiency in broadcasting. I'm going to show you a tool, and with this tool you can control your hardware and software at a single place. You can have workflow simplified and easy life and comfort. So let's dive into it. First I want to show H2R graphics provided by John. Link is in the description, so please have a look at it. I'm going to show a fraction of the possibilities this tool has. I just want to show that it's connected and running together. So first thing is setting up actually a super source, and now what I do is setting the text I want to show it in this case as a lower third, and then I want maybe change it to another content. I'm gonna hide it. I do the same with a message box on the upper right. Show, modify, and modify again on the fly. I bring back the lower third and wipe it out all in once. So next thing I want to show is something which is provided by Chris Spiegel. He did an implementation where he can control with a MIDI controller the ATEM Mini. I replaced the interactive part of the MIDI controller with a graphical user interface, but actually using his logic almost one by one. So thank you for the source code, which is an open source code. And for sure, when I'm gonna publish this tool, I keep it as a open source as well. So, but now let's dive into it. First, we're gonna switch the ATEM camera to camera 1, which is the center camera. Camera 2 is the one on the right side from here. We're gonna change to a picture-in-picture mode. Another example of a picture-in-picture mode. And now we're gonna set it to a upstream key where we want to have the GUI as the big and full-size picture. Okay, so you can do many things with Chris Spiegel's tool as well. Please follow his tutorial. He's also explaining lots of things concerning the configuration tool. And yeah, more or less you can do with this software here the same. Yeah. So next thing I would like to show is the H2R layout. H2R layout is something which is provided by John again. There is a home page where you can go and configure and interactively design your own layouts. And then what you can do is bringing them as an XML to your ATEM control, load it as a macro, and then execute the macro from here. So that's what we do. We just first set or preset the super source and then activate it. I just remove the picture-in-picture. And now you have the super source activated here. And the nice thing is, on his homepage, there's also the possibility to load down the animated part and generate them as a macro as well for the ATEM Mini. So let's just execute one macro, which brings the small screen to the front and make it big. And now you can bring it back. The same for the bigger one and back and so on. So many possibilities, very nice. I like it and I use it quite often. So that's about the H2R layouts. And the next thing I would like to show is the connection to OBS. This tool is actually using the OBS WebSocket interface to talk to OBS. So natively in version 4.9.1, you can use any OBS command as long it's inside the specification. So what you see here is also that it connects to OBS right now, and it captures the status. Right now you can see it's still recording and could stop recording. So then, yeah, you know what would happen. And what you can also do is sending hotkeys. In this case, I'm going to send a hotkey which then executes on the OBS side the start or the running of the logo. So now we are back. I just want to show one more detail or one more show with the OBS interface. Just putting a nice overlay and another layout on the OBS side. Very smart. What you can do is just remove it again, and I tell you, you can do thousands of different stuff with OBS. If you don't know the tool yet, please have a look at it. It's for free and you can do so many things and for free. Okay, so we go into the next one, which is sliders. I just want to change the layout again, so that we have the GUI as the big screen. Going to slider. And now this is also based on the implementation of Chris Spiegel. Watch this. With the slider you can interactively on the show change the size if you want. So next is you can also change the position by just moving the slider, or we just can click on it, and I want to have it on the upper left now, ching. And I think this is pretty smart what you can do, again based on Chris Spiegel's pre-work. So I would like to show also the possibility to control other software. Have a look at the mic setting, and you can change the slider here as well. This is not yet synchronized because I don't use it, so if I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna change it as well, so it's gonna work properly. Not now, but just to prove that it can also talk to other components. So that's about sliders, and now we want to talk about PTZ, which is the last chapter. And what can you do here? You can actually control cameras, PTZ cameras, using these various buttons. I'm just gonna change the layout again. So we have a super source now with 3 cameras and PC input. And now let's go into PTZ. One possibility is to send hotkeys again to the OBS system, which then sends to the camera the command, which is based on Visca, which is a separate implementation. And we do it by asking the lower left camera to go into another presetting. Yeah. Now it goes into the, it shows, it looks outside the window, and now it goes to the camera and so on. So just bring back Punky. There he is. So, and next thing is the possibility to send to certain camera types straight the commands directly, not using OBS between. I implemented it for PTZOptics camera. I look into the left camera, and actually I'm using an SMTAV camera, which has the same software as the PTZOptics camera, so that's why it works. And I'm going to show you what you can do here. Now we're going to send a setting again. Now it's the lower right camera, and back. So yeah, and now on this system you can also use the pan and the tilt. We're just gonna pan a little bit, look at the lower right, and the tilt, and that's too much tilt, the zoom, and the focus. Yeah. Okay, so we stop it, all of them, bring it back by calling a presetting again. There we are. So very nice stuff. You can do it, yeah, very interactively in the show, and you feel it's too slow. This bottoms, I set up a second camera with the same IP address with other settings, so the speed is here faster, just for you to show it's faster. Now I change camera 1, and if I now press the bottom again, it's slower. Yeah, that's it. So let's go back. Yeah, so pretty lots of stuff you can do with this tool already. And yeah, if you feel like, yeah, that's something for you and you're a little bit nerdy, then maybe it might be something for you. For me, I feel like depending on the amount of comments I get and the feedback, I could imagine publishing the software on GitHub without taking any responsibility or support. Yeah, please let me know if I should put it. Now, some small words why I did it. I felt like having stickers and labels and glue on a X key or whatever is not the right way to go. I wanted to have a flexibility, and as I said before, going through the show, pressing one button after each other and making this configurable the way I want to have the show is far the better choice than putting some stickers on a X key, whatever. Maybe I'm also too old to do such things. Anyway, so that was the main reason, the two main reasons actually, having it digital and flexible and putting them in a workflow. Maybe you think it's something for you as well. And thank you again. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the day. Bye bye. Yeah, bye. So I want to make it any shorter than last time and maybe speak a little bit faster. So